Hi everyone. Let's look at euro dollar for next week, and yes, maybe for this month. Okay, so as for I have drawn this resistance and the support lines, I can see that the euro, has its a very good rally. I think all the way from this 1.1860, which is the lowest which we have seen, and it made a very good move well up all the way to reach the level of 1.4500 in the past week. So okay, we still have a lot of things coming from the eurozone, but even though the euro sovereign debt issues are much of a bother, but we still have some good news, which were like the rising interest rates, and still there are some hawkish comments from Trichet and many other Euro officials about that they're gonna raise interest rates of another 75 bps by the end of the year. So that could be that could possibly be a strong fundamental support for euro, and can provide a good bid actually on whatever the sell-offs we've seen. Even in the past week we have seen sell-offs of 100 pips every time whenever the euro has gone to the level of 1.4500, and it was kept well bid because of the only fact that we're gonna see rising interest rates. It may not be a series of rising interest rates, but definitely they are thinking that in the month of June there's going to be another 25 bps hike. So I think this kind of stuffs are definitely keeping the euro well bid, but still the big problem is the sovereign debt issues. So that's going to haunt euro again. Definitely it's going to haunt euro again, and then we might see a big sell-off here all the way down. So but anyway, we never know what's going to happen tomorrow, so but we talk about what happened in the past. So anyways, we just try to see okay what will happen or what could happen for the next 10 days, maybe by the end of this month, which is April 30th. So from my perspective, okay, first of all, that since the prices are, whenever they try to make a new high, they were very well kept under this resistance. This is proving to be a good resistance, and again the price reaching to this resistance area, we had a sell-off all the way towards this, and it provided this one provided a good support, and then the price is moved up, and then it's now, if you see here, almost reaching. It's not necessary that it will reach this line of resistance. It's possible, as we can see here. It's not necessary that the price has to reach here. The price can have a short downside. If you see here, then the downside rally was almost like 800 pips, so it's just quite possible that the price can start having has started to move downside as well. So if you see here, the price is well contained within this area, because I think this price, which is 4557 or 4560, I would say, is providing a very heavy resistance, I guess. And then whenever last week we have seen the price reaching this 4500, I think the max was 4525 or something like that. So the price never closed above 4500 actually, and it was like well below this price, and the price on Friday was closed at 1.4422. So as we can see here, I think that there's this very strong resistance at this area, the arrow shown here, and then the price is really trying to break this resistance, but not successful so far. So what I think is that in the next week we will see a downside, and even if we have a short rally based on some hawkish coming from Euro officials, the price will be contained, very well contained within this range, which is 1.4560. So even what I think is that if you are a short-term traders, and then look for euro to get to this level, maybe 1.4520 or something like that, and then you make a sell, keeping a stop loss of 1.4600. So that's for short-term traders, and for long-term traders, I think you better wait, because I think for now, I just want to be sidelined for now, because even though this line is maybe a resistance line, but maybe good for a short-term trader, but for a long-term trader, I don't know, because unless you have a strong events, from the US, saying that okay, US deficits have been taken care of, or something, some good hawkish comments from the Fed officials, I think that's going to help a lot for long-term traders, because we are really having a tough problem with the US dollar index, because it's reaching all-time low day by day and then making a new low. So unless we find any reversal patterns in US dollar, I think going long against euro dollar I mean dollar, in favor of a dollar against the euro, I think I think better to wait for the confirmation. Okay, so for the short-term traders, as I said, and just wait for a rally. Maybe if you're making a new high of 4550, 452030, something like that, then make a sell, and then keeping your stop loss of 1.4600, because I firmly believe that this is gonna be providing a good resistance for this month. So I'll come back again, and I'll try to post my analysis, and if you have any queries, please drop me an email, and my email address would be okay, this will be my email address, so please drop me with your analysis, or with your comments, questions, anything, and I'm definitely glad to get back to you. Thank you.